What does the Bible say about the sea? Genesis chapter 10. God called the dry land earth, and the waters that were gathered together he called seas. And God saw that it was good. Exodus 14:21. Then Moses stretched out his hand over the sea, and the Lord drove the sea back by a strong east wind all night, and made the sea dry land, and the waters were divided. Exodus 15:4. Pharaoh's chariots and his host he cast into the sea, and his chosen officers were sunk in the Red Sea. Exodus 20:11. For in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth, the sea, and all that is in them, and rested on the seventh day. Therefore the Lord blessed the Sabbath day and made it holy. Numbers 34:6. For the western border you shall have the great sea and its coast. This shall be your western border. Deuteronomy 30:13. Neither is it beyond the sea that you should say, Who will go over the sea for us and bring it to us, that we may hear it and do it? Joshua 3:13. And when the soles of the feet of the priests bearing the ark of the Lord of all the earth, shall rest in the waters of the waters of the Jordan shall be cut off from flowing, and the waters coming down from above shall stand in one heap. Kings 9:26. King Solomon built a fleet of ships at Ezion-Geber, which is near Eloth on the shore of the Red Sea, in the land of Edom. Job 9:8. Who alone stretched out the heavens and trampled the waves of the sea. Psalm 24:2. For he has founded it upon the seas, and established it upon the rivers. Psalm 66:6. He turned the sea into dry land. They passed through the river on foot. There did we rejoice in him. Psalm 93:4. Mightier than the thunders of many waters, mightier than the waves of the sea, the Lord on high is mighty. Psalm 104:25. Here is the sea, great and wide, which teems with creatures innumerable, living things both small and great. Psalm 107:29. He made the storm be still, and the waves of the sea were hushed. Psalm 139:9. If I take the wings of the morning, and dwell in the uttermost parts of the sea. Isaiah 11:9. They shall not hurt or destroy in all my holy mountain, for the earth shall be full of the knowledge of the Lord as the waters cover the sea. Isaiah 43:16. Thus says the Lord, who makes a way in the sea, a path in the mighty waters. Isaiah 48:18. Oh, that you had paid attention to my commandments, then your peace would have been like a river, and your righteousness like the waves of the sea. Jeremiah 5:22. Do you not fear me? Declares the Lord. Do you not tremble before me? I place the sand as the boundary for the sea, a perpetual barrier that it cannot pass. Ezekiel 26:3. Therefore thus says the Lord God, Behold, I am against you, O Tyre, and will bring up many nations against you, as the sea brings up its waves. Ezekiel 47:8. And he said to me, This water flows toward the eastern region, and goes down into the Arabah, and enters the sea. When the water flows into the sea, the water will become fresh. Jonah 1:4. But the Lord hurled a great wind upon the sea, and there was a mighty tempest on the sea, so that the ship threatened to break up. Jonah 2:3. For you cast me into the deep, into the heart of the seas, and the flood surrounded me. All your waves and your billows passed over me. Nahum 1:4. He rebukes the sea and makes it dry. He dries up all the rivers. Bashan and Carmel wither. The bloom of Lebanon withers. Matthew 4:18. While walking by the Sea of Galilee, he saw two brothers, Simon, who is called Peter, and Andrew his brother, casting a net into the sea, for they were fishermen. Matthew 8:27. And the men marveled, saying, What sort of man is this, that even winds and sea obey him? Mark 4:39. And he awoke and rebuked the wind and said to the sea, Peace, be still. And the wind ceased, and there was a great calm. Luke 21:25. And there will be signs in sun and moon and stars, and on the earth distress of nations in perplexity, because of the roaring of the sea and the waves. Revelation 10:2. He had a little scroll open in his hand, and he set his right foot on the sea and his left foot on the land. Revelation 21:1. Then I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth had passed away, and the sea was no more. These verses cover various references to the sea, from creation and miracles to symbolism and prophecy.